How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the channel. And today we are turning some walnut. And I had a choice of two that I'd picked out, and I've plumped for the big one. So just drilling a hole there for my woodworm screw. And here we go, turning at 800 RPM. Half-inch Robert Sorby bowl gouge. Some interesting channel news. The entire world seems to be on lockdown at the moment, me included. I live with my parents and they're in the at-risk age group, let's put it that way. And yeah, so getting off the farm and doing things is almost impossible. So what I'm going to do, I'm sure it's the same for almost everybody out there, I'm going to try and do a video every day. Now obviously some days I might not make it, but I'm going to try. A video every day, a lockdown playlist for everyone to enjoy. So we'll see how we get on with that one. So we're just roughing in a shape. I had nothing in my head when I started turning this one. I just thought I'd let the wood tell me what to do. And the wood was in a strange mood. So we ended up with a fairly strange bowl. So I've put in a swept down rim to this one. Swept down, is that the right terminology? Who knows? So here it looks like I'm turning a tenon, but what I'm doing is just making a foot to the right diameter where I know that there'll be good wood for my mortise. So this is where the wood started to become strange. Just put the foot on the bottom and then swept back the underside of the bowl. Now I like that swept back underside, so I decided to put 3 more sweeps in the bowl. 1, 2, 3 on the bottom and then 1 going the other way on the top. I've done a couple of bowls like this and I quite like the shape. Just sharpening up my chisel for a few finishing passes. You might have noticed I've got a new coat. The old one was well past its sell-by date. It's had a hard life, bless it. So I've got some flat spots on the outside of this, and I've just put the 5-inch pad on, smoothed them off a bit. Bit of sanding paste and shine juice on the outside of this one. No surprises there. That swept back shape does amazing things to the grain. You end up with W's. So on to the hollowing. And the inside of this piece was pretty tough. It took me ages to get the right grind on my chisel and the right tool rest height for it to cut nicely. Whether that was the wood or me, I'm not sure. I was really having to go slow and steady on the hollowing. Pretty strong mortise, but I didn't want to push my luck and throw it across the room. When I got past that first inch of bowl, it started to soften up a bit and it was a bit easier going. So here I'm working on getting the side of the bowl thin enough that I cut away those flat spots, or at least some of them. My centre hole was a little bit off centre, so they're not the same size. You can see there where they've cut away. So I'm just sanding them back, smoothing them off, and making the curves a little bit more swept, a bit softer on the outside edge. The walls there are only about 1mm thick, so the 100 grit pad on the 2-inch disc sander made light work of contouring those. Now the sanding on the inside was an absolute nightmare. The holes I'd cut away made life very difficult, and it's not the best sanding job I've ever done. I'll save you the torment of watching the hour of sanding that went into it. So that's just putting those curves up to 600 grit there. And taking the flat spots as they are up to 600 grit again on the disc sander. Bit of sanding paste on the inside. And some shine juice just gone on. And that's that. You can see there's a couple of issues with it. I couldn't sand properly inside the cutaway areas. There's a little bit of tear out, but it's a pretty thing nonetheless. So I'll leave you to it. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks to all my new subscribers. And I see there's a lot of you watching these videos that have not yet subscribed. If you could hit the subscribe button, that'd do me a massive favour. So thanks very much. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.